guys, it's Crafty K-Bug, and today I'll be showing you how to make the inverted fishtail bracelet. This bracelet can be made with your fingers, a rainbow loom, a mini loom, a finger loom, or as I'll be showing you today, the MonsterTail. This bracelet requires a different number of bands for every person. This bracelet I used around 50 bands, so you may need more or less depending on your wrist size. You can use as many colors as you would like. Today I'm using 3: navy, orange, and white. I'll be using the MonsterTail, a rainbow loom hook, and a C-clip. So let's get started. It doesn't matter where the red dot is on your MonsterTail because it can be turned either way to make this bracelet. So pick a side, start with it, doesn't matter, it won't stay that way. So we're going to start with our first band, and for me that's navy. And you're going to go from the first peg on one of these sides, and we're going to go to the one across it. So you're going to put it on this band, and then twist it onto the next band, so it forms a figure 8 shape. You're going to push that down. You're going to take your next band and go from those 2 pegs again. Just do the next color in your pattern, and then the third band in your color pattern. Lay it on top just as you did the second one. So it should look something like that. Then you're going to take your hook and take the bottom band and lift it up and over the top. So you lift it over the peg. You're going to turn it around and do the same thing on this side. Up and over the peg and drop it in the center. So now you should have 2 bands like this, and it should be twisted on the bottom. See through there. Okay, so you're going to take the next color in your color pattern. If you're using 3 colors, it's the color that you just looped over, so that's an easy way to remember it. If you're using 2 colors, it's not going to be that way. That's just if you're using 3. So put your next band on, and then you're going to do the same thing. So grab the bottom band. With me, that's the orange one here. Don't go down through these bands or anything. Just grab it and pull it up and over. Same thing on this side. Grab the orange band, pull it up and over. So now that you've pulled 2 bands over, you should look like this in the center. I'm going to take the next band in your color pattern. I just pulled up orange, so I'm laying an orange down. And it's the next band in my color pattern. So now I'm going to lift this bottom white one up and over the peg, just as I did the last 2 bands. Just up and over. So once you have that, we can start with the inverted stitch. To do that, we're going to do the same thing we were doing before. So I'm going to be adding on a white. And I don't like to push this band down, so I like to keep it towards the top of the peg. And that way we can do our inverted stitch easier. For the inverted stitch, we're going to push back the center band. So for me, that's that orange one. You're going to push it back and kind of pull it out. You're going to reach down and under and grab the navy one. It's going to come under the orange band like that, and you're going to pull it over the top band and then drop it in the center. Same thing over here. Push back the orange band, grab the navy, lift it up and over and into the center. So you should have something about like that. You're going to take the next band in your color pattern, and we're going to do the same thing. If you do push your band down, it's going to be a little harder to push the center one back, but what you can do is grab the top band in your hook. So grab it as if you were about to loop it over, but you're not actually going to loop it over. You're just going to grab it, and now push your hook forward and down, and that gives you access to that center band, and you're just going to let go of the top one. Then you can grab the bottom band and pull it up and over. Grab orange, push back navy, grab white, pull it over. So it should start to be looking something like that. And you're going to continue to do this until it's about the same length as your wrist, so you can wrap it all the way around your wrist. Stop 3 bands short, and I'll show you what you're going to do different about the last 3 bands. I said something that I think could be misunderstood, so I want to explain what I meant. Last 3 bands, I meant the last 3 bands that you're going to loop over. So until you have one more band left to put on the MonsterTail. So I have this long enough to fit around my wrist, and I'm going to do my last band. So I'm going to put it on. But instead of doing my inverted stitch, I'm just going to pull this navy up and over like we did in the beginning. So pull it over like a fishtail stitch. Same thing on this side. Up and over. Now I'm going to pull the orange up and over the white. Like this. And then the white I'm going to loop to the same peg. And then I'm going to attach my C-clip to these two bands. Secure them. Take that off. So I'm going to join the two ends. So keep it straight. So you get here. And then just stick in those two navy bands on the end, or whatever color you use, that kind of form a cat band. So there's two bands right there. And there you have your bracelet. So I hope you enjoyed this video on how to make the inverted fishtail bracelet. And if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below this video. Also, follow my Instagram. It's crafty_kbug. And subscribe here on YouTube so you can insert your name after Crafty. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!